What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about things that guys do not like about women, things that turn guys off, things that we don't like that you do, right? And this isn't going to be normal basic shit because you already know the basics, right? You already know that guys like women with confidence. You already know guys don't like women who are dramatic, who cause drama, who are annoying, who are clingy. Like, you know all that. I know that you know. I know that you're not stupid too. Okay, so we're gonna go with some things that are maybe uncommon. You might have heard them before, but I know they are things that slip through a woman's mind all the fucking time, and she doesn't even know, right? So, beginning of number one is she becomes a tease or she plays hard to get. Now, I don't blame you for playing hard to get or being a tease because one, guys do it all the fucking time. And two, that's kind of how you're taught in our society to gain ground, right? You know, if you want to make a guy like you or a girl like you, whatever, you got to tease them. You got to pull back and let them come forward. Come forward and like you enough, and then you can show your affection. Let me tell you why that doesn't work. For men are very egocentric, right? We base a lot of our ego off of how well we satisfy and provide for the opposite sex. And men do not want to risk hurting that ego. I say it all in all my videos, okay? Like in all my videos I say, you should know, but I pound fundamentals, so that's why I'm going to keep on saying it. And when you play this hard to get tease kind of game, you become a risk. You become a reliability. The guy doesn't actually know. Sorry. The guy doesn't actually know what you're feeling, right? When you keep on pulling back, you're unstable in his eyes. So he's like, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to try it. Da 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 da. Now, when it does work, that's on guys who are needy, clingy, have the unhealthy ego, and stuff like that. They have a low confidence, low self-esteem, and they don't have what I call options. Their options are scarce. So in your eyes, they're high value, or you're high value. However, it's not the kind of guy you want, because if it's a high value man, or a man with a lot of social proof and confidence, he's not going to deal with that, right? He might play the game a little, but he's not going to deal with it. There's a lot of girls chasing him. There's a lot of girls wanting him. There's a lot of girls who are easier. I hate to say it like that, but it's true if that's what he's wanting, right? So he's not going to go after you when you're playing these games. So don't play the games, right? Simple as that, right? The second thing would be you only like mainstream things. Where's your personality? Where's your uniqueness? I know a lot of women who men are the same way, but we're talking about women here that are real cookie cutter. Like, you're the same thing that everyone else. Or you like the same things that everyone else likes. If you watch the Kardashians, like I dated a girl who watches the Kardashians, followed Kate and the Prince, whatever his name is, Henry, whatever. Followed them on their, and see when they're going to have a kids. Followed Kanye and Kardashian when they're going to have their kids. Followed Beyonce. And there's nothing wrong with those people, but it's so mainstream. Like, where's your uniqueness? Where's your passion? Where's your life? Like, build your life. Stop following other people's, right? And this isn't just me saying this. This is how a lot of guys feel. A lot of guys hate when a woman doesn't, or that she follows that like she's watching all these drama shows. She's watching Teen Mom. She's watching, sorry to say it, it's true though. If you like Teen Mom, I'm sorry. Or just all these shows that everyone else watches. Like, where's your uniqueness? Where's your passions? Where's your, where's the variety in life, right? And again, it's not me saying this, how a lot of guys feel. When we sit around, we're drinking beers and we're talking about women, this is stuff we're talking about. We always say we want a cool chick. This isn't a cool chick, okay? So that's number two. Number three is a woman who stands behind, or we like a woman who stands behind us, who helps us and pushes us to become better people, right? And you can't find that a lot anymore, sadly. And I think, again, on both sides, when you get into a relationship, the goal of a relationship is to become a team and to become something stronger and better than you could be individually, right? You want your life so good that you want to share it with somebody else. But unfortunately, when you're with that person, a lot of people might not back you up. A lot of people might not stand behind you, or they're not on the same page as you when it comes to goals and stuff. Now, I'm not saying you have to have the same goals so much. Like, if you want to be a pianist and I want to be a dating coach, great, right? Whatever, different things. However, I do want support, and I will support you. I think a woman who brings a guy down and kind of trashes him is very unattractive. I had a girl one time where I would tell her things I wanted to do and she would laugh at me. And I'm like, really? Now, of course, I'm doing them all now, but she's also not in my life. So just remember that no matter how crazy, because first off, when a guy tells you these things, he's being vulnerable. Like, believe it or not, when a guy opens up to you and tells you that he wants to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, that he wants to lose 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever, he's being extremely vulnerable. So don't bash him, don't laugh at him, no matter how ridiculous it is, right? Don't, it just really hurts a guy when you do that. Don't put him down. Don't stand behind him. Be his woman, be his cut man, be his coach. Stand in his corner, support him no matter how good he does, how bad he does. And, if he gives it 100% and fails, okay, he gives 100% and fails. Stand behind him and tell him, okay, what can we do differently? What can we do next? How can we avoid these mistakes next time? And he will love you more than any other woman in the world. I promise you that. Number 4 would be over texting. Every single woman I know, literally 100% over texts. I personally think texting should only be used for confirming dates and making dates, and a little flirtation in between. But even then, if you're not going by my standards, I would still say you're over texting. When you start having conversations day after day and you start going back and forth, if you're sending more than 100 texts I'll say a month, right? If you're sending more than 100 texts a month between each other, you're over texting, right? If you're having conversations every day, you're over texting. It should be very simple. It should be very flirtatious. It should be to the point and actually have some meaning behind it. Everyone over texts, and you guys don't think it matters, but texting is one of those things. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. A lot of people over text and they wonder why guys get so sexual. If a guy's not sexual with you in the beginning of texting and then it becomes sexual, it's because he lost interest and he's just trying to get something out of it before he backs off. That's the true story. If you can get anything out of this video, listen here. If a guy likes you in the beginning and he's not sexual, and then he becomes sexual, it's probably unless he actually likes you and wants to stay with you. The other reason would be that he's just trying to get what he can out of it before he ditches you because he lost attraction. That's what over-texting does. It's not even about the clinginess or neediness. It's just about the annoyance of it. It's just so annoying. It's just so irritating. It's like it just over time you lose the honeymoon stage a lot faster when it comes to a text, right? When you first start texting each other, it's like but after 3 days to a week, it's kind of and you kind of just you're just kind of going on autopilot, and you don't want autopilot when it comes with a man. So don't over text. Use it to set up dates, to flirt minimally, send pictures. I don't mean nudes, but just have a little fun with it, and then that's it. Don't use it for conversation purposes. Please, for the love of God. And I would say the final thing that guys don't like, the things that you guys do, is you hide behind all that makeup and all that clothing. Now, I said I wasn't going to talk about confidence because you already know that's an obvious thing. However, I see, woman after woman kind of hide her identity, like who she is, behind thick clothes and makeup and stuff like that. When I personally think women are fucking beautiful. Maybe that's not just because I'm attracted to women, but you guys have so many good features, right? And even if you don't cover them up. Like, wear things that fit your body and wear makeup that works for you. And you will go so, and I know this, right? It's like no shit, Elliot. Like, we're not gonna walk out there, with a Joker smile on our face. Like, I know that, but at the same time, I see women plastering on makeup when all you need to do is wear minimum naked, neutral, earth tones, real laid back colors, real soft, light on the skin, nothing dramatic, and that will go a much, much, much further way. So basically the reason I'm telling you all this is because if you're thinking about your makeup and how you look good with your makeup or what looks good on you, I'm telling you from a guy's perspective, less is more. If you can do something it's like the quality of it, I guess. If you can get quality makeup and do quality things with it with as minimum as possible or as minimal as possible, you're going to create an effect, right? It's like the whole, I don't know if you know the whole minimalist like furniture interior design concept, right? But it's, little is more, but the little stuff they have is high quality. It has a good design. It's good. It's made up from good material. It's shape. It's, where it's placed. Things like that are what, that's what makes it beautiful, right? It's not all the extra crap you have in there. Well, I think you should apply the same thing with makeup. Minimal things, but do what you can with them, right? You don't want to put all this extra stuff and stuff over stuff over stuff and start looking like a clown. You want to have minimal things. And again, I know you know this. You wear makeup. I don't, right? But I'm just telling you what a guy likes. If you can do something great with, quality makeup with as minimal as possible, you will achieve a look that guys just die for. So there you guys go. There's 5 things that guys don't like about women that things that you should fix. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. And get my free 254-page ebook below. Talks about everything with men, the mindset, how to attract them, keep them, on and on, right? Love you guys. Peace.